Hey guys, so today is October the 5th. So it is October, it's fall, it's the perfect time to be in a place like this, a cemetery where all the spooky stuff happens. Okay, let's find the oldest one. So that one's 1900. Well, we saw some that were born in 18 something, like this guy over here. These people here, 1847. That's pretty old, 1847 to 1906, 8, maybe 6.
Okay, maybe 6.
I think it's 6. Oh, wow, look on the camera, it's so much clearer. So the reason this particular graveyard is so important is because it contains over 100 of the people who died on the Titanic. So for those of you who aren't sure what the Titanic is, or at least for those who grew up in a parallel universe like Catherine, who's never seen the movie, the Titanic was a ship that left from Europe and was heading to New York, and it crashed into an iceberg about 600 kilometers south of Newfoundland, and it split in half and sank. So this particular boat at the time was the biggest, most luxurious cruise ship at the time. So anyway, when the rescue crews came, they came from Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, everything that was close. When a disaster like this happens in the sea, they bring the bodies to the closest big city, which happened to be Halifax at the time. Because remember, this happened back in 1912. So it was this cemetery that was decided that they were going to bury the members that they were either unable to identify or they weren't able to contact family to have their bodies shipped back overseas. So like I said, this is the resting spot of about 120 of those Titanic casualties. So here in a second, we're going to pop over and we're going to go see the actual grave sites. There's a couple buses in today, so it's extremely busy. So I was trying to avoid that as much as possible, but I don't think that we're going to be able to get there without anybody. So we're going to see a group of people and hopefully a group of gravestones as well. Series of gravestones that are all the same, and they all read the April 15th, 1912. So obviously that was the date in which the Titanic sank. So one of the biggest problems back in 1912 was the distinction between the classes. So there was an upper class, a lower class, and there was division within the ship. So yeah, it was only in death that they allowed their ability to kind of lose their status, and everybody was the same, which is how it should be in any case. Do you recognize this name from the movie?
Dawson.
Jay Dawson?
Is the one
Well, yeah, yes and no. So yes, there was Leonardo played Jack Dawson, and everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, there actually is a Jay Dawson," but he didn't act. The character that he played in the movie didn't actually exist. This was a different guy.
A different guy?
Yeah, so this guy's a crew member actually, but it's ironic that they picked a name and then it turns out that there actually was a Jay Dawson on board. So this grave in particular has a little bit of a story. Originally, as you can see on the tombstone, they didn't know who this child was when the remains were recovered after the Titanic. It wasn't until later that they did kind of more DNA testing and stuff like that, and it turned out to be the little baby, Sidney Leslie Goodwin. And so they have added an additional stone and these, trinkets to commemorate or to memorialize this young baby that perished in Titanic. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this a little bit interesting and a little bit cool. And guys, if you're brand new to the channel, I'd love to see you follow along. Just hit that subscribe button and follow me on all my journeys.